first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over the write-ups that were turned in. I want to go ahead and read to you what an A sounds like. Okay, so this is what an A sounds like. It says, show your understanding. When you answer, you should have answered in paragraph form, and then you answer, what is a sedimentary rock? What are the two ways that a sedimentary rock can be formed? Explain then the one way of those two ways that we did in the lab. Explaining means you're showing how that was done in the lab. So let's read what an A sounds like. A sedimentary rock is a rock that is formed when sediment builds up over time in layers. The layers were squeezed and compressed. An example of a sedimentary rock is limestone. Two ways that a sedimentary rock can be formed is through cementation and compaction. One way that this lab shows a sedimentary rock forming is that the sugar represents the minerals being dissolved into the water and deposited between the pore spaces, cementing the rock. That is an A. That explains everything that needs to be done. Okay, so I'm going to hand this back. You have the opportunity to rewrite it. Just rewrite it on a piece of paper, staple it to your original, and hand it in to me on Monday. That would be fine. Could you please hand this all the way back to Isma? Great job, Isma. Could you please hand this down to Trevor over there? Milton is not here. Liana is down there. Can you hand it back, and then over to Liana? Can you hand that all the way down to Frey? And then back to, where did I just see Asher? Can you hand that down to Asher? Can you hand that back and then over to Lauren? There's Ashley. Can you hand that back to Finn? Can you hand that over to Matthew? Can you hand that back to George? Where's Carly? Could you hand that over to Carly? Could you please hand that over and then over to Xavier? Yep, just a second, darling. Could you hand that back to Riley? And there's Seth. And Keegan. Could you hand that back to Zach? There's Cole. All right. So again, this was out of 3 points, and if you are somebody that wants to go ahead and rewrite it and give it back to me on Monday, I would love that, but we're not going to do that at this moment. Oh, thank you, darling. At this moment, if anybody has one that they want to hand in, I'll take it, and then we are going to go ahead and take a quiz. So I need everybody to put your materials away, please. You're going to take a quiz on the rock cycle. It's been up here all week. I have reminded you. What did I ask you to do with the notes on the rock cycle?
Answer the questions.
Answer the questions. I said learning is a system. It is a process. You were to go home. Don't write on my table, please. Erase that. You were to go home that night, and then you were going to go ahead and answer those questions in order to process that. This is 5 points. There is a word bank, and a lot of people are really struggling with the word bank. So there is a picture with, I think that the reason they're struggling is because they're not reading the instructions. So what I'm going to ask you to do is read the instructions, and if anybody is confused about the instructions, you can call me over. Xavier, you cannot have that out because that is going to be that write-up. Part of it is going to be on the exam. The quiz. Yeah. All right. Please put your name on it, and I'm going to ask you to read the instructions. Please read the instructions. Yes. When you hand it in, please make sure that you write down the question of the day. I will make sure that I put that, I'll move that big white box so that you can see what the question of the day is. Yep, did everybody get one? Great. Katie, hold on, Katie. So at the top, in that picture of the rock cycle, you're gonna fill in the boxes 1 through 5 using those letters as the answers. And then 6 through 9, you're going to use that same vocabulary list to fill in the answers there. Don't forget the video cameras on. Giving you a sentence starter for your question of the day, if you just want to write this down rather than writing down the entire question. Don't forget down below to draw and label. Yeah, so are you telling me that both of those things are in here? Because this is a sand grain. Right there upside down. Thanks, Pam. Then get your notebook out and write down the question of the day, or you can just write this statement down here as a way to fill in for the question of the day. write this down rather than the question of the day, you can do that. Yes. Everybody enjoyed their day yesterday? I did some thinking, some cooking. There's a series on Netflix that I'm kind of getting into. It's like, I think, Lockwood and Company or something. Fighting ghosts. George, you know somebody that drives campus?
Oh, yeah,
They can go to Iowa? Good job. Anybody else out there still have a quiz? You wanna rush us? All right, let's go ahead and look at what we've got here. It says, after the water evaporates, what is left behind in the pore spaces between sediments during cementation? And so over here I have started, it says, when making a blank rock, blank is left behind between the sand particles after the water has evaporated. Oops, sorry, there's our time for our quiz. So with your pair share partners or the people that are near, can you please explain what should go in these two blank areas? Turn and talk that out, please. On your marks, get set, go. What should go in those two blank areas? When making a blank rock, we are making blank spots. All right, 3, 2, 1, and we are done. When making what kind of a rock? Colin, sedimentary rock. Can I have hands in the air? Does anybody agree? Sedimentary rock. Yeah, look at all that support. When making a sedimentary rock. Not an igneous rock, not a metamorphic rock, sedimentary rock. Blank is left behind between the sand particles. Somebody other than Cullen. What should be here? What is left behind? No, not sediment. I'm asking what's left behind between the sediment. The sand particles is the sediment. What's left behind? We're going to go Keegan on this one. Minerals. So we've got minerals. I should say minerals are left behind. Minerals are left behind between the sand particles, which is the sediment, after the water evaporates. This is the process of what? Is this compaction or cementation? This is cementation. What did we do in the lab? Compaction or cementation? Cementation. In our lab, what was representing the minerals?
Sugar.
Sugar. The sugar we dissolved in the water, and then the water is able to very easily get into those empty pore spaces, fill up with sugar water, and then when it evaporates, when the water evaporates, we are left behind with just that sugar. I'm going to draw a picture. I want you to draw a little picture to go with this too, so we can complete our understanding. We've got our sand particles, And then what's left behind afterwards is that sugar acts like what we call the matrix or the cement to go ahead and bind those sand particles, that sediment together. That's what we've got. Yeah, it's called the matrix. If you didn't write that down and you're somebody that is like, dang, I just can't seem to get this stuff, I must not be good at science. Shame on you. You have to do the system. You have to put in the work in order for you to get the outcome that you want. It is no longer easy enough to just show up like it was in 3rd or 2nd grade or 6th grade and you just say, well, you know what? I breathed the air. I know I'm going to get the good grade. It doesn't work like that anymore. You've got to put the time in. How many of you honestly went home after your notes and read through your notes and answered those questions? Did you honestly?
When he's smart.
You honestly did? Guess who's got an A in my class? Guess who doesn't?
I got like a B+.
Same.
Wait.
Always
Wait.
All right. If everybody could please get out your TOC, table of contents, I would greatly appreciate it. Asher, I appreciate you. Isma, I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Oh, yeah?
All right, my darlings, let's go ahead and check this out. Our TOC, table of contents. We're going to put what you picked up on the way in your TOC or table of contents. It's weathering and erosion. It's an investigation that we are going to be doing today. We are going to be going through a modeling. Did you write any of it down, Mike? Huh? Oh, you did. Okie dokie. Please make sure that goes in your table of contents. Good students become great students when they find a way to organize themselves. We are going to do a relay race. Does anybody know what a relay race is?
Yes.
Could you give me some information on what a relay race means to you, Mike?
You do something and you made it up for somebody else.
That's what we're going to do today in class. And so we've got our classroom set up for a relay race. What I need us to do is make sure that all of the inside tables here in this area, you're going to have your backpacks up on the table. We are not going to bring our pieces of paper with us, but your backpacks and everything need to be up, and your tables need to be pushed in. And if you could just push in your chairs rather, and stand by your chairs, I'd appreciate that.
No reason.
Push your chair in your seats and stand by. The people on the end, I need these tables clear, so if you could put your backpacks on the lab table, that would be great. Tables on the end, I need those tables cleared, so if you could put your backpacks please on the lab tables, that would be great. Here's how this is gonna work, so I need you to listen, I don't wanna have to repeat this. Stay with me, Lauren. Mike, all of your stuff has to be on the table.
I knew that's what I was doing.
We're gonna have these people over here, and I'm not talking exactly these people, but the people that are sitting over here, they're going to be a mountain. And this is what they are going to have on their tables. They're going to have a whole sheet of paper of sand particles, and they're going to be responsible for cutting up these sand particles one by one and breaking down this mountain. So each person that sits over here, this is going to be row 1. This is going to be row 2 for group 2. This over here is going to be row 3 for group 3. And then over here we've got row 4 for group 4. So each one of those groups is going to be responsible for having somebody in their team sit at this location and cut up that paper into squares. Now, somebody on this side is going to be receiving those squares, and they're going to have a piece of paper and a glue stick. They're going to be building a beach. So they're going to be taking those pieces, and they are going to be gluing those individual pieces on 2, row 3, and row 4. Everybody else is going to be in between the rows. That's why we want to make sure our chairs are pushed in. And they are going to be handing the piece of paper from the person that broke down the mountain, as Mike said, handing off, handing off, handing off, until it gets to the person that's building up the beach. That's what we're doing. Does everybody understand the task? Okay, so here's how this is going to work. I'm going to break you into 4 different groups. I want number 1s to be over here by this little amazing Spider-Man. My number 2s are going to be over there by table 2. My number 3s are going to be where Liana is by table 6. My number 4s are going to be over here. Okay, so I'm going to number you off. You're number 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Did I miss anybody?
You missed Isma.
No, I got it. Yeah. Is anybody in the bathroom?
Kale was in
Spencer's not here today. Yeah, please stay off your phone. All right, so again, I need my number 1s over there, 2s over in that corner, 3s in that corner, and 4s in this corner.
Hi, Leon.
Michael, what number is it?
Which corner is he in?
What number are you? Get in your. Is it night shift?
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, my number 1s, how many people you got in your group? Number 1s, how many people you got in your group?
6.
Number 2s, how many people you got in your group?
6.
How many people? 6. How many people? Okay. So here's how this is going to work. My number 1s in your group decide who is going to be the tearing down of the mountain with the scissors and who is going to be pasting. Everybody else in your groups decide who's going to be sitting over there ripping apart the mountain, who's going to be sitting over here pasting the beach. Who's going to be sitting, who's going to be sitting. Move to your areas, and then everybody else stand in between. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and now we're done. Please make sure that my tearing down of the mountain goes here, my pasting of the beach goes over on this side, and everybody else spread apart in your rows. This is row 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Hey, I done. I have
This is row 1. That's row 2. That's row 3. That's row 4.
What did I tell him?
This is row 1. This is row 2. This is row 3. And this is row 4. Where's my row 4 people?
Take some real quick, like real.
The heck? Where's my row 4 people? Liana is the only person that's going to be handing off.
I told you I was gonna be.
We're clearly missing somebody here.
Where's she at?
You're over here. Are you the pasting or are you the handing off? Who's pasting? Were you pasting? Okay, well, somebody has to agree to disagree.
Maria, you're
5 people to start with.
Maria, you're doing the thing.
What?
So that's not your row. This is your row.
No, but they
And
had
so-
6 people to start.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah, so what I'm saying is there's only 2 people here, we have 3 people, if they have 5. All right, so then what you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be getting something from,
We have 3 brothers.
I'm hearing one.
you good? Okay. So is everybody in the,
You gotta go over there.
yeah, because there's nobody sitting there, right? Where are you in? 3? Okay, so that you're in this row right here. Are you the,
Pasting?
oh, pasting is right here.
Paster. flight.
Be nice. Right now, you're not. All right, let's go ahead and go over the rules. If you're over there, you can definitely sit. If you want to stand, you can stand. I don't care. If you're over here, you can definitely sit. If you want to stand, you
About
can
to
do
make
that.
you wanna
The
fight.
people that are in the middle, what your job is when they cut a piece off, you're gonna grab it, you're gonna hand it off to the next person, which hands it off to the next person, which hands it off to the next person, hand it off to the paster, they paste it down there. Every once in a while, give your paper a shake, because if any drop off, they don't count, okay? So the first team,
Catching on the flight.
the first team to be done wins. If anything's on the ground, you don't win. Now, cutting, let's go ahead and go over the rules for cutting. You cannot cut, listen, you cannot cut multiple pieces at once. So you can't cut strips and then line them all up and then cut them all at once. If you want to cut a strip and then cut each one separately, that's fine. But you can't stack up the strips to cut them all at once. You understand? One square at a time. So you want to cut a whole strip off, you can.
Oh, I just got what you, okay, I'm sorry. I thought you were my team.
Every single piece of that paper has to end up over there. You cannot grab multiple pieces of paper, you grab one piece of paper at a time. We are not grabbing multiple pieces of paper and then kind of shoving them over there. Do you understand?
Yep.
Once you are all done cutting, you can get in the line for the handoff as well. Okay? On your marks, get set, go. Strips are okay, you just can't pile the strips up like.
Wait, do I just keep?
One at a time.
One at a time.
Oh, I'm not cutting this very well.
It doesn't matter.
Because that's the rule, one at a time. One at a time,
Yeah, one at a time.
one at a time. Come on, guys.
Can you
stand up.
please, lady?
Yeah.
I'm not thumbing stuff.
Catching another plane.
Good job, good job. You're doing good. You can take it up off the floor. Off the floor. Language.
She's selling.
Oh.
Keep up, pasters.
So good.
Want some pastries?
Make sure you have more.
Oh, wait, I thought we were supposed to pick it up.
Next to your right.
You know everything stays recorded, Michael?
Oh, I'm not ready.
Right now.
Can't tell if I'm doing good or bad.
Mike, you're doing awesome.
I know.
You are the glue in that sedimentary rock, Mike. Punch forward off the glue in sedimentary rock, but
So,
well, use a handoff method that works.
you're selling me, you're selling my bag.
Come on, my hands not working.
No, Zach, don't try to steal my word now.
You're doing great.
I'm a good cutter. Oh, why is it?
You got one jump on your feet.
What? What's my name?
There we go, now we got it, there we go. Team four's got to sit down now, well. Alright. Mike, you just go get one and she'll pick it up off the floor, you got more space to go. You're doing good, one at a time, Mike, that's what I'm talking
Hold
about.
up now.
One at a time. One at a time.
Get a little quick. Do you want to trade spots? Want to trade spots, dog? Want to trade spots? No. No.
You do not, you're doing great.
You got it.
One at a time, you gotta go one at a time. It doesn't matter if they pile up, it doesn't matter what happens, you can definitely put more, but they wanna make sure that when we get the shape,
We're fine. You over here selling.
Yeah, we're not close at all. Hey, we're kind of close.
How am I doing, Mike?
Bang!
All right, now we got another person. Let's do it. Sorry if I scratch you.
Bro, just put 2 hands out.
How many more do we have?
Yes.
Go, Mike, go!
Sell it.
Like, you're on here.
It is warm in here, isn't it?
Bro, this is too done.
Hey, we're almost done.
Come on.
Eastman, there's no way y'all are done. There's no way. No, they cheated. They over there
Now he's
cheating.
got glue. Oh, Lauren's got
Hey.
glue more. No, you cannot have him glue. He's got glue on his own.
Alright, George, you got it?
That beast, man.
Go, Colin. Glue, glue, glue.
Here.
I'm locked in. Stop playing.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, really?
We have to be aware.
Are you silly?
Here, go closer. Right, left one. Blue, Colin, blue.
Now, George.
He's got glue on his own.
High five. Don't fall off.
Come on, George. You got it.
That's what I should have done. Okay, we won.
Are you done? Give it a shake. Pick it up and give it a shake. Ah, pull it down.
No one asked.
I asked.
Good job, team. Babe, you're warm. Good job, team 4. On the back of your sheet, quote what period you are, and everybody sign that piece of paper.
Yeah, make sure I put your
Everybody
signature.
else, gross glue sticks that are all done, throw them away, and please recycle and throw away your papers. Scissors, my mountain people, would you please put the scissors in the box?
Whoa.
Glue stick is still good. Put the glue sticks in the box. Second place. Go back to your tables and get out your Chromebooks. Go back to your tables and get out your Chromebooks.
Man, we got slow. We're like.
Miss Green, how did you think of this? What kind of
No, we're cheap. I spent 2 of them were combined, Finn.
What?
They were 2 in 1. So I spent like 30 seconds whipping
Team
them
4
up.
just earned themselves a little
Actually,
glue ribbon.
I was the one supposed to hand them out.
Make sure that your name's on the back of that, Mike.
It is.
George, you can put the name on
Glue
it. You
sticks.
can put our
Please
names
put the
on
glue
it.
sticks
My
out
arms
there.
are tired.
Can I tell you?
We won.
Oh,
Trash. Everybody get out your Chromebooks. Absolutely, yeah, use your faucets in the back. I've got lots of faucets. All right.
What? just wanna have a good night.
You go fight for that.
All right, everybody get your piece of paper out, please. Weathering and erosion. Get weathering and erosion out and your Chromebook. Get weathering and erosion and your Chromebook. Xavier, look at my face, and your Chromebook.
I know, that's what.
All right, before we start, I need everybody to look up here, please. We're gonna fill this in first. Shark your computer a little bit. We're gonna come up here. The Earth's surface is always changing because of weathering and erosion. After participating in the relay race, what does each of these terms mean to you? Who are my weathering people? Mountain people that were cutting the mountain down. They were tearing the mountain down, or the geosphere, into smaller pieces. So here for weathering, what does each term mean then, if that was weathering? Okay, so if that's, what does weathering mean to you? If you, as a weatherer, what would it mean to you? Go ahead and turn and talk that out. What does weathering mean? If the people with the scissors and that piece of paper were weathering that paper, what does that mean? Love it, breaking stuff down. I might fit in this part of So weathering, breaking stuff down, that works for me. Who are my erosion people? Transferring. So then, talk with the person next to you. If they were taking a piece and handing it off to another person, what does erosion mean? Turn and talk that out. Mike, you were an eroder. What were you doing? So like moving? Okay, so then that's what erosion is. Moving stuff around. Deposition. Who are my deposition people? So then deposition starts with D in another, you might, Zach, you should be writing this stuff down. Deposition are the people then, what does deposition mean to us? Turn and talk that out. What? Yeah, dropping things in a new area. Depositing, dropping off in a new location. So that's why we did it, because I wanted you to work through a model and I wanted to put you in those positions. After you do that, now what you're doing is you're watching this video clip and you're going to complete the table below. I've got headphones over there, or you can use your AirPods or your earbuds, but you're going to watch this video and I will show you where that's linked on Canvas. And then when they show you the definition, pause and write it down. Connect it to our demonstration in the relay model. Same with erosion. And then in the video, they'll tell you how weathering and erosion work together. Once you're done with that, then you're going to be looking at this article. It's a reading article. Okay, so the first part you're going to need to be listening. So I'm going to go ahead and show you where that is. And that's right here, this lab video link. I've also hyperlinked all of them in here. But you've got your video, and then reading 1, and then reading 2. Okay? Plug in, man, so we don't all have to hear it. All right. That's what you're going to be doing. What if you don't finish in class? What's your homework?
Finish the reading and worksheet.
There you go, man.